Hi, folks. Just want to give a little shout out to those of us who work behind the Ferr and Ticka Show, the ones nameless faces that you never see. We help put the show together. Once the stars get done with their work, we help them look good, make sure the show looks good and gets on the air and all that stuff. Never get any credit. Well, this time, as well as making them look good, we've got to do a little something else. We've got to put this show, because they went on and on for so long, got to make it 2 shows, which is fine with us. They're the stars. They know what they're doing. They ramble on and on, but we got to fix it. Those of us behind the scenes got to fix it. So this show, the first one of 2020, will be 2 shows, about 15 minutes long. So if you see one, the next one will follow in a week or so. We're here to fix it, to make them look good. Again, the Ferr and Ticka Show, the first one of 2020. See you down the road.
Are you recording? We are? Oh.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Happy New Year.
Back. Happy New Year, my friend.
Welcome to the Ferr and Ticka Show 2020.
A look back and a look forward.
Did you ever
What?
Did you ever think that
What?
you'd be saying 2020?
No, somebody else brought that up recently on a talk show or something. And I kind of agree with them. You kind of look at the years and, they go by, but you actually look at the numbers. And when we were kids, you think of, the 50s.
2020. It sounds
like what was that? Sager and Evans song?
Oh, yeah, 25.
But that was way.
That's right. That's right.
That's coming up.
Sounds
We're
like
living in it.
Sci-fi or something.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't
it? It doesn't. And somebody brought that up, and maybe I agree with you. I don't know what the folks at home think, but you could let us know. But
yeah,
anytime. Thank you for watching again. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
But it does feel like we are in the future.
We're in the twilight zone.
We're in a different world because of 2010. But when you get to the 2020, it does. I know what you're saying. You know what we're saying?
You know what's weird though now? So when I scroll down to the year I was born,
yeah,
you're doing something.
It was a long time ago.
And by the time I get down where I said, "Holy Lord!"
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
What the heck was this all about?
The main part is, and I'll do this one more time. The main part is, we're still here.
We're still vertical.
We're still vertical. Whatever that. Well, you want to go first and acknowledge some of the things in the past?
Well, I thought as we always do, we rate the concerts that Ticka and I...
We haven't been here in a while. We apologize for that. You saw a couple of our repeat shows that we put out, but we haven't been here since a little tour.
It's been of Kennedy Plaza.
So go ahead. We're
gonna talk about the
concerts we went to that I don't know really people care, but go ahead.
They care. Well, they care. They're rock and rollers. So I went to, that I can think of, I went to 8 of them. And Ticka and I together went 4. Well, I know, but I'm sure I missed one. Because you know what they do now? They don't give you the Ticka stubs back half of these places.
Oh, because it's electronic or it's
yeah, they keep it.
And I'm the one.
Like Gary, when we saw Gary Hoey at the Met, I had a fight with the guy to get my ticket stub back.
But do you still collect them? Because I collect them.
Yeah.
I collect them. I was, in fact, our last Thursday night, I'll bring this up because I won't remember it unless I do it now. I need to interrupt, but we go on Thursday night. And I'll put it in the show and I'll show it to you again. I keep bringing this up and I still have it. The first concert I ever went to was 50 years ago. This past Halloween, and we were out on Thursday night, and I said 50 years ago, guess where I was, and I showed the ticket.
And he brings a ticket stub in, not even wrapped up.
I lost it then, but I still have it.
Not even wrapped up. Why don't you wrap it up? Why don't you put it in?
It's a ticket stub. It means a lot, but I do have a lot of ticket stubs.
And who was the show?
Led Zeppelin.
And
it was a few friends of mine. That'd be a whole other story if I wanted to tell you the whole stuff. But I said, guess where I was 50 years ago tonight, guys, and it was Halloween 1969.
That's pretty cool.
And I had the tickets.
All right, so we're going to rate the shows that we saw together or apart. Rate them.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Right,
so number 8 was I saw Amos Lee and Bruce Hosby. That was my 8th show. Amos Lee, he was good. First time I actually...
Where was this?
This was at the Mohegan Sun.
Okay. Bruce Hornsby?
Yeah.
In the Range?
He was not that good.
Was one of the in the Range?
Yes.
He used to be? I don't know.
He wasn't that good.
All right. So that's 8.
All right, number 7 was Buddy Guy with Kenny Wayne Shepherd.
Oh, okay. Well, Kenny Wayne. We always every show we got to bring up Kenny.
And
Wayne.
I hope it's the last time we see him. We saw him the last 2 years.
I saw him without him with my friends.
Yeah, he went with
and he didn't go, but we were outside and we saw Kenny Wayne again.
Yeah,
and we have to bring him up every show.
Yeah, but anyway,
I'll see him again.
Number 6 was Gary Hoey.
Gary Hoey, very
we
good
saw
show.
Gary Hoey at the Met Pawtucket. It was the Ho Ho Hoey Christmas show.
That was a
he
big
was
night
good.
for you too, because you went to a basketball game.
I felt like I was.
He's the one that suggested and you had to go to a basketball game.
Yep, I went.
He
to,
made it.
I went to a URI PC basketball in Kingston.
Yeah.
At
all
7,
the way back to
7 o'clock,
Pawtucket.
and I drove back and I made the Gary Hoey show.
And it was to me, it was one of my. You'll say which one. That was my top 1 or 2 because of Gary Hoey's very good guy, and he did a Christmas show. If you ever want to see a Christmas show, you like rock and roll like we do.
Yeah.
I would suggest a good bar like the Met, and I haven't been to that Met. It was perfect.
Yeah. Number 5 was Tower of Power.
That was a suggestion from a friend of ours who has recently retired. We'll talk about retirement later on.
Yep.
And not my type of music.
Mine either.
But it was nearby.
But they were good.
And we do different things. We don't want to suggest just go to our shows. And to me, it was surprising in that it was the original guys.
Yeah.
And they added a new singer.
Yeah.
Which I think was the perfect. I said to even our friend who suggested Rich, we can say Rich, Goody. We all know who he is. And if you don't know who he is, it doesn't matter. But I told him later, I said, first of all, they did an excellent show. It was an excellent show. I don't care what kind of music it is. They did an excellent show. A lot of horns and whatnot. But they energizing it with a young singer who sounds a lot like the original, but has an energy to it. And you add the blend of the original guys. To me, that's almost the perfect way to do it. If you're going to continue a band. You don't have the original guy, he passed away, Little Feat with Lowell George, or whatever the band is. Sometimes you can replace him with a younger guy, and he can be what I thought was energize a show by doing some of the old stuff and sounded like the guy who was the original, if that makes any sense. But that was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
As far as the show.
Number 4 was Duke Robillard, and his he was at the Met, and he was doing his.
Was that the Met or the one at the Pump House?
Nope, at the Met. He was doing his Earwigs CD release, and I have a copy of it here. It's not his greatest, but boy,
greatest show or
no. It's not his greatest work.
Oh.
But boy, it's my favorite.
Can I tell you a quick Duke Robillard story? When we were getting married, Joanna and I, how many years ago, I interviewed him. I went to see him with my father-in-law now, and his wife at the time at the Last Call Saloon, and Duke Robillard was going to be one of our choices to do our wedding.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he couldn't make it. He was going to be but he wasn't the Duke Robillard of nowadays. He had just left The Room Full of Blues. This is 1980-something, 81.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and we met him and talked to him, but anyway.
But if you want to treat yourself, Earworms.
He's still around, though.
He does covers of a lot of 50s and 60s kind of stuff.
Legendary, right?
I still played. I played at.
Oh, he's a great musician.
I played that CD like every week.
He's
again not his greatest, but.
But go ahead with the next.
One of my best. Okay, anyway, you're right. All right.
Keep moving.
Number 3 is I saw Ben Harper with Trombone Shorty.
Nobody knows who that is. Nobody.
Everyone knows who Ben Harper is.
Nobody knows who that is. Trombone Shorty and what? Frankie Valley? What was it?
No, Ben Harper.
Ben Harper.
Oh, that's that.
Harper Valley PTA.
Anyway,
trombone.
Very good show. Very good show. Number 2.
Number 2.
Duke Robillard.
Again, you got Duke Robillard both?
At the Pump House, yes. This was a complete surprise. We saw Duke Robillard with Sugar Ray Nocera.
Another one of my favorites.
And it was a trio. And at the Pump House,
Sugar Ray's one of my favorites.
He played about 2 hours plus.
And it's a small place.
Small place.
Pump House. If you want to go to a nice place to see, intimate, like we like to go to small shows.
You're talking about your living room. That's like a living room. But the chemistry between those 3, and they'll say,
Did
okay.
They play together?
Oh, yeah. What key you want to do this in?
That's a show I wish I had missed.
It was, Sugar Ray was phenomenal.
Yeah,
he was phenomenal. But anyway, that was number 2. And number 1?
I know number 1, but I'll let you announce it. He's up here in the back somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can see it.
When the rain is blowing in your face.
Yeah, you can't play it. We're going to get sued. Don't play it all. Come on.
And the
That's enough.
is on your face.
What a great singer he is. All right. Let's move on here. We're losing half our audience that doesn't like Bob Dylan. I'm sorry, Phil. That's all I can do about it.
With Bob Dylan. Absolutely phenomenal.
He was in heaven now. You should have said he was floating.
He exceeded
even your expectations.
He did. His presence was good. His stage presence was excellent. He's not
a young man.
His prompt was good. The band is good. The band is.
They did a nice show. Yeah, very good.
Phenomenal.
Very good.
Phenomenal. Yeah, so, all right, you got any additions or anything that I missed?
I went to a show that it was part of a personal show. Steve wishes he could have went, but my wife and I went to a show.
I can't believe you're going to bring that up.
Well, I'm going to bring it up. I'm not going to bring it up.
You piss me off every time you bring it up. Every time you bring it up.
It's a local legendary guy. And I said, it's going to be a lot of people there. We'll go out to see this guy. We were the only ones there. There was one other couple that straggled in. There was us and the guy singing. And it's Andy Pratt. I thought there would be a lot of people. There was no one there. I'll show you the video anyway, but it was one of my favorites.
I saw Andy Pratt. I can't believe you didn't let me know that. I saw Andy Pratt at Brown University.
I was there too.
And he was horrible. He must have stopped like 5 times.
It was in the afternoon on a Saturday.
Yeah,
I remember walking with Joanne on the east side, and I just went up to see him.
And he had to stop like 5 times because the band was out. The band was out of tune, out of key. They weren't playing together. Oh, it was a bad show. But Ticka didn't let me know about Andy Pratt.
Notes. I bring notes. I mean, he's not the only one. We're getting older.
Okay.
we need somebody with some notes underneath. What do they call them?
So that's our concert for 2019.
The other thing I wanted to bring up is part of that, now that I refer to my notes. We're always talking about the past and whatnot. I think there's a little, we should look into the future. My thing is that this show is like, it was then, but what's going on now?
Right, we can do that.
Into the future.
Yes. We can do that after this. All right.
So we're not done yet.
I want to bring up some of the people who left us in 2019.
Yeah, see, like that. People already know about that.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. They can Google it. Go ahead.
Peter Tork of the Monkees.
Jeez, I didn't know he died.
Hal Blaine, a phenomenal drummer for Goody. Hal Blaine he was on the.
Like this is a news show.
He was
People are going to be looking.
He was on the Wrecking Crew and on millions of records. One of my favorite, Dick Dale.
Dick Dale, yeah. And we saw him.
Yeah, he was great.
I could put that a little.
Dr. John.
Dr. John recently.
Yeah.
Who else I got the use?
Scott Walker.
I want to take
of the Walker Brothers. Yeah, the sun ain't gonna shine anymore.
Okay, yeah. If you could put a little something with it, like right. People aren't gonna know.
Leon Redbone.
Leon Redbone. People might know who that is.
Redbone. Elliot Roberts.
I don't know who he is.
He was a long time manager of Neil Young. Long-time manager.
Wait, a manager of Neil Young.
Well, he was with Neil Young for like 20 years.
And now we're gonna.
Well, he was.
Okay,
right, I'm just saying. Okay.
I'm sure as a family will appreciate.
Talk about Neil Young.
Watch this.
Peggy Young, Neil Young's first wife. I liked her very much.
Yeah, he met her.
Nah. Rick Ocasek.
Yeah, famous Cars.
Eddie Money.
Yep. What?
Ginger Baker. Yep. And, I'll throw one in there just because I have him on here. Daryl Dragon.
Of, no, wait a minute. I know, with the cap on. Wait, I'm going to miss it. Yeah. You people don't scream it. I know you know who it is. Go ahead. I can't think it's on the tip of my
Captain and Tennille. Okay.
We're going to spend half of the show doing this stuff.
And one of our favorites who, Ian Gibbons, the keyboardist of the Kinks.
Really?
Yeah.
Did I know that?
That was like late in the year. Ian Gibbons was
one of my favorite bands. Both our favorite. We have a few favorite bands together, and that's one of our favorites.
You know, the other day I played all Kinks music, and boy,
his memory.
It sounded really great. Kinks music. Anyway, so that's.
You know what? I'm on an album, a live album, that they did in the Civic Center. I was sitting next to one of the camera guys.
Is that one? Is that one for the road?
70-something.
One for the road.
For the road.
I have it
I'm
here.
Sitting next. I'm sitting next to the camera guy.
The Kinks, One for the Road. Some of it was in Providence, Rhode Island.
I was at that concert, amongst many others.
I was too. I was too.
Where were you? We had a lot of concerts together. We were together.
We were there. We were there. That's it.
We're going to go forward?
Yeah, we're going forward.